I realized that I was kind of in a depressed state from a very young age.
People always just assume that things were going great.
I just didn't feel like I was having the same experience as everyone else. I felt disconnected.
I was in a sort of near-death experience, so I ended up struggling a lot with PTSD.
I started feeling very hopeless, but also very angry.
I wasn't able to uphold the standing I had in school.
I just started losing interest in things.
I remember talking to my friends and sort of finding out that in general they felt happy.
My junior year, I started self-harming, was kind of trying to cope with the emotional pain through a physical way.
I remember having a moment in my car realizing my baseline is low.
I knew something was wrong, but it was just kind of a thing that I just kept denying.
It was really hard to realize that what if throughout my entire life I'm gonna have to try so hard to be happy.
It's amazing looking at it in retrospect, realizing that like a lot of it is self-generated. My biggest trigger for depression was just isolation.
I experienced a lot of really visceral physiological sensations.
Your brain is kind of rewiring itself to have you conserve your energy for like just base survival.
Why is it so hard for me to get out of bed? Why is it so hard for me to reach out to my friends?
Everybody else was moving around me and you know, having great experiences and enjoying their lives, and I just felt like I had none of that.
And there's no excitement, there's nothing really bad, but there's nothing that's good. You're just kind of like floating.
I just sit home and do nothing, and you know, maybe my life's just gonna be like this.
I don't want to exist and I shouldn't exist.
I just kind of distanced and detached myself from my friends. They got exasperated and they got fed up from a lack of change. Destroyed my relationships for years.
Just felt like I was burdening so many people. I came to the conclusion that people would be happier without me.
I think that control that I always needed, I didn't have anymore. I couldn't control my future. Like, I guess my future is just this really dark tunnel.
Nobody is under these set of circumstances in this pressure, so talking to someone won't help me.
Everything just got to a point where I could no longer just cope with it. Like the emotions inside of me just blew up.
Every time like I felt like somebody was trying to help me, I felt like somebody was trying to push like a sickness on me.
I was trying so hard to cope with emotions, and I also was trying to numb.
It just felt so tiring to breathe.
One thing led to another, and I did overdose. It wasn't one change. It was a lot of changes over a long period of time.
I definitely started looking at my brain like a body part, like a legitimate body part that needed to get taken care of just as well as anything else.
Either I truly give up on life and breathing, or I choose to live the life I want to live.
As I started to really observe, you know, why I was thinking the way I was thinking and why I was having the thoughts and beliefs about myself that I was having.
Other people around me saw that I could do it, and that I had this amazing future if that's what I chose.
The fact that you're coping, it also is a sign that you're trying, that you're still fighting.
I could see a future, like I could see things in that tunnel that like made me excited to keep on walking down it.
Once I started having small successes like that, that also built my confidence up.
Finding the right therapist for you, and finding the right medication for you, and finding the right coping strategies for you, whether that's running, skating, you know, anything.
I wouldn't take it back. I really wouldn't.
I don't feel numb anymore. I feel this drive, and I feel this hunger to do more, and I feel this energy.
I wouldn't have, I think, the same level of empathy and awareness, the language to be able to connect with people on a deeper level.
It made me taste those really sweet moments in life, and I can taste it so much more intensely than other people, because I remember what it feels like and tastes like to be so low.
It has really, really fueled my desire to help other people. You know, I didn't just learn about it through a classroom or through a class, but I actually experienced it.
It's an ongoing battle. I still see my therapist. I still see my psychiatrist. And that being said, it passes.
I don't know the person I would be. I can't really say. But what I do know is I would not be who I am now.
You are worth it, and having emotions and struggling is part of the human experience.
You really have to make a split between your thoughts and reactions and realize that you don't have to react to thoughts in any particular way.
This is not like any reflection of who you are.
Once you're aware of your thoughts, you're observing the thought patterns you're going through, then you can start choosing, hey, how am I gonna react, and test it out.
Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Don't suffer alone. Maybe you'll meet other people that are experiencing the same thing, and that was something that was very helpful to me.
Over time, accepting and asking for help can get easier.
It's gonna feel miserable at times, I won't deny that, but just don't give up on it. Don't give up on yourself.
It is possible to get through it.
Don't let your thoughts control you. You are not your thoughts.
You can really do this, and you don't have to do this alone.